Okay, year 10, we're going to look at some revision of percentage work, okay? And we're going to start with some very straightforward revision of finding a percentage of an amount. Okay, so if we want to find 35% of 650, okay, so if we start by writing the question out for ourselves, so it's 35% of 650. 35% is 35 hundredths, so if we write the 35% as a fraction, of in maths we should know means multiply, so 35 hundredths times, and then it's times 650. Okay, now there's a few ways that you can do that. Okay, you can do it by dividing by 100 and then multiplying by 35. Sometimes it's easier to take the two as fractions, okay, and to simplify them. So 35 and 100 both divide by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. 20 and 650 both divide by 10. So 20 divided by 10 is 2, and 650 divided by 10 is 65. Okay, so we look again, see if anything more simplifies. There's nothing else that will go in to between 2 and 7 or 2 and 65. So then we multiply top by top and bottom by bottom. So it's 65 times 7. If you're not sure, write it down. 7 5s are 35, so 5 and 3 over. 7 6s are 42, and 3 is 45. So numerator will be 455. Denominator 2 times 1, which is 2. And then simplify, make it into a mixed number rather than an improper fraction. So divide by 2. So 2 into 4 goes twice. 2 into 5 goes twice with 1 over. 2 into 15 goes 7 times with 1 over. So 227 and a half. Okay, the next thing then we're going to look at is if we have a percentage increase or decrease. It's important in questions like this to remember that the original amount is always referred to as 100%. Okay, so the original amount is 100%. We have two different methods of doing these, and I'll show you both methods. Okay, so if we look at this question, it says John got a 4% pay rise. He did earn £330 a week. How much will he now earn each week? Okay, so his original pay was £230 a week. Okay, so method 1. Is to say, well, we know he gets a rise of 4%. So if we work out 4% of his current pay, using the same method as we had before. So change our 4% to 4 over 100. Of means times, and then 230 over 1. Okay, simplify our fractions. So 4 and 100 both divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 100 divided by 4 is 25. 25 and 230 both divide by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 230 divided by 5. 5 into 2 doesn't go. 5 into 23 goes 4 times with 3 over. And then 5 into 30 goes 6 times, so 46. Okay, then multiply. So we have 46 on the top. 1 times 46 is 46. On the bottom, 5 times 1 is 5. 46 over 5, then we can simplify. So 5 into 46 goes 9 times with 1 left over. So 9 and 1/5. Because we're talking about money, we put that into decimal form. So that is £9.20. Okay, now that's the rise, so we need to add that on. Okay, so the new pay will be the original, sorry, plus the rise. Okay, so £239.20. Method 2, the other way of doing it, is to look at it as a percentage first. Okay, so his original pay, remember we said, is 100%. Okay, he's getting a rise, and that is 4%. So the new pay will be 104%. Okay, the original amount plus the rise. Okay, So we want to work out then what 104% of 230 is. Okay, and we do that the same way as before. So we write the 104% as a fraction, 104 over 100. Don't be tempted to put an extra 0 on there. It's still a percentage, it's still out of 100. Okay, of means multiply, and £230 is your 230 over 1. Okay, again, simplify your fractions. So 104 and 100 both divide by 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. 104 divided by 4 is 26. 230 and 25 both divide by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 230 divided by 5 we've seen already is 46. And then we need to multiply. Okay, 26 times 46, that's a long multiplication. Okay, so write that out to the side. Multiply 6 times 6 is 36, 6 and 3 over. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15. You're multiplying by 40, so we multiply by 10, put down the 0. Multiply by 4, 4 times 6 is 24, so 4 down, 2 over. 4 times 2 is 8, add 2 is 10. And add that up. 6 and 0 is 6, 5 and 4 is 9, 1 and 0 is 1 and 1. So we end up with 1,196 over 5. And again, then we need to simplify that. So 1,196 divided by 5. 5 into 1 doesn't go. 5 into 11 goes twice with 1 over. 5 into 19 will go 3 times with 4 over. 5 into 46 will go 9 times with 1 left over. So 239 and 1/5. And again, 1/5 in decimal form because it's money. So we get our £239.20. Okay. You can see that sometimes, or in that one, method 1 was probably easier to use than method 2. Okay, it's not always the case. I'm going to do another example now. Okay, so this time the question says jeans costing £40 are reduced by 20% in a sale, and we're trying to find the sale price. Okay, so again, if we do it using method 1, then that means to find 20% of £40. So we do 20 over 100 times 40 over 1. Simplify it. 20 divided by 20 is 1, and 100 divided by 20 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. So we get 8 over 1, which is £8. That's the reduction. So the sale price will be the original price minus the reduction. So they'll cost £32. Okay, using method 2. So we have the original is 100%. Then the reduction is 20%. So the sale price is 80%. And then 80% of the £40. So that's 80 over 100 times 40 over 1. Again, simplify that. 80 divided by 20 is 4, and 100 divided by 20 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. So then we get that top line by top line is 4 times 8, so 32 over 1, which is £32. And we don't have the subtraction to do at the end because we did the subtraction of the percentages at the start. Okay, so sometimes method 1 is easier and sometimes method 2 is easier. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is percentage change. This is where we have a number and it has been changed by some percentage and we have the end result. Okay, now it could be that we're talking about a shop where we have the price the owner of the shop paid for it. Okay, that's called the buying in price. And then we have the price that it's sold for, selling price, and we want to find the change Okay, what percentage has he changed the amount by? And that would be called our markup, and we can find the percentage markup. Okay, it could be to do with wages and how much it has increased by, or it could be to do with sales, and it could be how much it's reduced by. Anything like that where it's changed by an amount, we might want to find that percentage change. Okay, when we're finding percentage change, what we will use is the same formula each time. So percentage change is the actual change divided by the original and then times by 100 to make it a percentage. Okay, so percentage change is the change over the original times by 100. Now, as I say, that change could be an increase, it could be a decrease, it could be a markup, it could be whatever. Okay, so we don't always have to write the word change. Okay, we'll take a look at this example. Jane was originally paid £300 a week. After a pay rise, she gets £321 a week. What was the percentage pay rise? Okay, so we're going to use this formula we've got just above it here. Okay, so percentage change. In our case, we're doing percentage rise. Okay, so percentage will be the actual rise divided by, the original. And times by 100. Okay, so the rise, it went from £300 up to 321. So 321 minus the 300, we have a rise of £21. So that means we put 21 over the original. The original pay was 300 times by 100. And to make it easier, do it as a fraction over 100 over 1. Okay, simplify our fractions the way we've been doing. So 300 divided by 100 is 3, and 100 divided by 100 is 1. 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, so then we've got 7 times 1 on the top, and 1 times 1 on the bottom. So 7 over 1, so it's a 7% pay rise. Okay, the last thing we're going to look at in this video is reverse percentages. And that's where we're given an amount after it has been changed by a percentage, and we want to go backwards to find the original amount. Okay, so reverse obviously means go backwards. So we're given an amount after percentage change and we want to find the original. Okay, so we've got a question here. It says a pair of trainers cost £56 in a sale. The shop says all items are reduced by 20%. How much were the trainers before the sale? Okay, so we need to think about this, and that we're going backwards here. Okay, we're given the price after it's been reduced by 20%. Okay, so if we think about it in percentage terms, okay, we had the original price minus the reduction would give us the sale price. Okay, the original, remember, is always 100%. The reduction in this case was 20%. So in percentage terms, the sale price is 80%. Okay, so the sale price is equivalent to 80%. That means that £56, that's the sale price, is equivalent to 80% of the price. Okay, we want to find the original amount. Remember, we talked about this at the start. Original in percentages is 100%. Okay, now there are a couple of ways of doing this. One way is to work out what 1% is. Okay, so if we have 80% and we want 1%, the easiest way to do that, or the way to do that, is to divide by 80. Okay, so we're doing 56 divided by 80. All right. Right, as a fraction, simplify the fraction. 56 and 80 both divide by 8. 80 divided by 8 is 10. 56 divided by 8 is 7. 7/10, because it's money, I'm going to put it in decimal form, so 0.7 is 1%. And then if we've got 1% and we want 100%, we can times by 100. Okay, 0.7 times by 100 gives us 70. So they originally cost £70. Okay, now because it's 80%, and it's a nice easy one for us, we could also have said that £56 being 80%, knowing that we want to end up with 100%, we could have gone to 10% rather than going to 1%. Okay, so 80% to get 10%, we're dividing by 8. 56 divided by 8. So simplify that, 56 divided by 8, and 8 divided by 8 gives us 7 over 1. Okay, so that's 7, and if that's 10%, then to find 100% we're multiplying by 10, and 7 times by 10 gives us our £70, our original price. What you really need to look out for in these questions is whether it's a reverse percentage, whether you're finding a percentage change, or whether you're finding an increase or decrease in a percentage. Okay, it's really important that you read the questions very carefully and think about what type it is. Okay, the most common one that people make mistakes with is the reverse percentage. So remember, the reverse percentage, you've got the figure after a change and you're working backwards to find how much it originally was.